double standard. You're more offended by someone not going to one dinner reservation than you are at someone leaving your house after you made them monitor in pajamas.
Maybe I like her a little bit more.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we're going to talk about the latest episode of the Real Housewives of New York right now. So the ladies are still in the Hampton at Erin's house. They're waking up from a long night, I guess, and they're waking up with complaints. Those NYC ladies are hard to please, especially Jessel, who, as soon as she wakes up, into Erin's bedroom talking about it's been so cold. Apparently, the winter in the Hampton are brutal. That's why people like to go there during the summertime. I think Erin mentioned that her heater may or may not have been working, and I'm like, girl, I mean, if the Hampton gets cold, you want to make sure your heater is working, right? Yeah, I have no problem telling her. Like, I would have been like, yeah, it was a little cold. How did you sleep? But oh well. Then the biggest thing was that Jenna left.
Wait a second. What?
Jenna leaving yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, the night before, the ladies were making too much noise, and Jada told them this here.
Why are you leaving? It's 6:30. Oh. No. Okay. You know what?
They're not liking it, especially Uba. A part of me is thinking that Uba probably doesn't like it because she mentioned that she don't like to sleep at people's house. So she's like, if I was able to sleep at somebody else, why didn't she? And Jenna is blessed to actually have a house, in the Hampton. And then Jessel said this here.
Her house is by the ocean, you guys. Her house is not.
What does that mean?
Those ladies really are really full of being rich, saying the most. Does it matter if she likes to sleep because her house is by the water? Like, what is that gonna do for her? Especially during the winter time. Those, like, what? Oh my god, those ladies are so extra. They're giving even more bougie than the Beverly Hills ladies, when I feel like the Beverly Hills ladies are probably richer than them. But I don't remember doing being that extra, or if they were, it wasn't showing as much on camera. Sai comes in with very high energy and she fell. But she comes out and then they get to talk a little bit more about the Jenna situation. And then talking about Jenna is awake bright and early, but she's already showered. And I think she even brought coffee to the ladies. So she comes in, they start talking about where were you yesterday? Why did you leave? She repeats why she left, which is pretty consistent to what she said the previous night. I do feel that she was probably also pissed at Jessel, who was doing the most, talking about she don't like her gift, she don't like her gift, it's horrible and all that. I think she was also probably pissed at that. I'm going to be honest. At the end of the day, I feel like she should have stayed because she was invited by Erin. I feel like that was rich people shit. She just didn't feel comfortable sleeping at Erin's house. And since she has a house in the Hampton, she was like, let me go to my house. She may even have planned it. Just in case I don't like it, let me bring the keys to my house so that I can just go to my house. And she didn't like it and she decided, to go. So yeah, all the ladies are getting ready for breakfast. That's when she came. And Erin was like, well, I was planning on making shakshuka, but I didn't end up making shakshuka because Jenna said that she doesn't want to eat before she works out. And I'm like, Jenna is not even here. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't even sleep over. So now the other ladies are mad because they're like, Jenna is saying all of this, but she even didn't sleep at the house. So, but it's like, Erin is kind of like all up under Jenna's eyes, like, okay, she said that, but what about the others? Like, you can still cook the damn shakshuka, but then when they bring it up, Jenna is saying this here.
Because you said it was weird.
At what point is like, you guys were all adults. Like, you can do what you want. If you wanted shakshuka, you could have had shakshuka. Yeah, but you're gonna actually have shakshuka before they work out. Like, that would be shuck vomiting.
They're grown women, it's not because Jenna said that she don't want to eat shakshuka before working out that they have to follow her. And at the end of the day, I also don't like to eat before workout because I don't want to be queasy. So I do understand where Jenna is coming from. The trainer comes in, and when Uba sees him, whoa, it's like love at first sight. Uba is quite aggressive, I would say. Like, maybe not aggressive, but let's just say that when she sees something she likes, she goes all in. Oh wow, she was like, it is mine. So they go and they work out, and in the meantime we see Bryn who comes in, and I'm actually happy to see Bryn because even though yes, the previous episode was okay, I feel like Bryn brings that je ne sais quoi. So seeing her was nice, and she's like talking and saying all type of thing, and she's already like funny just doing that. So when she gets there, she see the trainer, and she's like 100% flirty mode, flirting with him big time. And Uba is kind of jealous a little bit. So she's like, "He's mine, B." Yeah, so when they're done with the workout, they go, Uba gives tea to the trainer, they drink it together. Uba tells Bryn what happened with Jenna leaving Erin's house. And Bryn is like, oh my God, I feel like there's a double standard here because when I left Erin to go to dinner with Sai, she was so mad at me. But now Jenna left her to go sleep at the same house and it's not a problem. Well, it was a problem. Erin did say that it was a problem. Was she as mad to Jenna that she was at Erin? No. Jenna still came back the next day with coffee. Jenna probably apologized right away when you haven't reached out to her right away. So maybe that's why. I don't know. But yeah, Bryn is feeling like, yeah, there's a double standard and she is going to bring it up. After that, the ladies are going to change for lunch, and they're bringing it along. I love the fashion, definitely giving New York looking good. It's cold, but I really love the way they're dressed. It's reminding me of like the girl in France, the way, especially in Paris, because there's Paris and then there's the rest of France. So yeah, I like the vibe. I'm not gonna lie. And Erin was like, "Oh wow, that's all your dress and everything," and I'm like, "Girl, we're filming. What you think?" So they go for lunch, eat their food, and then Brain decides to bring in the elephant in the room.
Of a double standard. You're more offended by someone not going to one dinner reservation than you are at someone leaving your house after you made the monogram pajamas.
Well, maybe I like her a little bit more.
I mean, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, all I can say is that I guess Erin at least is being honest, if I might say. But Erin also is explaining that at the end of the day, Jenna apologized. She gave her an explanation right away. She didn't wait time when Bryn took a long time to even apologize to her. They had to have a discussion. It took weeks and everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think that what Bryn did to Erin was worse than what Jenna did, but I still see Bryn's point to a certain level. They were both disrespectful. And talking about, not being appreciative and stuff, the conversation turned into Jessel. Bring up Jessel, being over, not really appreciating of Erin's efforts, and even Jenna give to her, and that girl doubled down on the disrespect.
I couldn't stand the gift that she gave you.
Oh my God.
What's the gift?
Jenna kindly gave everyone gifts. It was lingerie. Mine was green with black lace. It's not my style.
Like, is it really that hard? Like, do you see the point? You don't see the point, but then you don't know how to apologize. Just shut up. And then when she's apologizing, she's like taking that British accent, like, girl, bye. Girl, you're wrong. You're so wrong. And when she said this here,
Listen, Jenna, I thank you for your thought. I would very happily exchange it for something that's more my style. That's all.
like, you really are a rude individual. And then I don't know if y'all noticed, she got like some blue here around. What do y'all think this is? Or is it my eyes? I know I have a problem with my eyes, but I was wondering if I saw something. Then the lady, they go back home. They probably get some rest. They didn't really film that. And then they're getting ready for dinner. I think the ladies were helping Jenna because they wanted her to dress a little bit more girly. So she ended up going for like a long sleeve black dress, which was beautiful. She looked great. All the ladies are complimenting her. Sometimes I feel like the ladies are trying to give a little bit like lesbian vibe, like when it comes to Jenna. I don't know. For dinner, Erin had chef coming in, so they're eating at the house, and it's sushi, and the girls are loving it. They're eating it. up. So Erin is happy that she is finally able to do something that the ladies approve. And I don't blame her. So then they decided to play games about never, I think it's never ever ever, and they all talk about things that they may or may not have done in bed. And the biggest surprise is Jessel talking about she did have a popsicle locked down there. And listen, y'all, it's hard for me to believe that a lady that hasn't had sex in 2 years was that freaky before. I mean, I know it exists and stuff like that, but I don't know why I don't believe Jessel. All the ladies are impressed though. They're like, really, you freak a lick and everything. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I believe you. Do y'all believe Jessel? Let me all know in the comments. Then after dinner, we see Erin trying to figure out how to open the fire in a garden, and the ladies are like trying to help her, but Bryn is like, I don't know. I think she was drunk. She's doing the most. She's a funny one. I ain't gonna lie. And Erin calls her husband, who finally is able to help her, and then they all go around the fire and they talk more about themselves. That's when we learn more about Sai, who really had a difficult upbringing, explaining where she was born, how she made it to New York. She said she was living with her best friend when she was 16 in New York and she had a job. And I was like, how much were rent in New York? Like, I don't know, like, was it possible? I mean, Bryn is a grown woman, but I guess maybe rent was cheaper that she was able to afford it. I don't know, but that story I wasn't sure. But yeah, she talked about how she actually ended up dropping out college because she didn't have the money. I mean, her story was definitely touching, definitely a right to riches. Bryn could definitely relate to her. Is it me or Bryn may be a little black? Sometimes I feel like her hair or something about her might be a little black. Let me all know in the comment if you see what I see. This episode was okay. I'm happy that Bryn came back because she's bringing a little bit more pep. Also enjoyed the way Uba was a little bit, cray cray and stuff. That was cool. The episode in itself was slow. I ain't gonna lie. It was slow. It was not that much action or anything, but it was still entertaining enough for me to watch it. They're so new, and I just want to know more about them, to be honest. So I don't really have high expectation of New York, which is probably why I like it so much. But yeah, y'all, let me all know what you think in the comment. And for those of you that are new, hey, welcome, and I invite you to. And for those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.